Not only is my next snack themed for Spooky Month, but it's also themed for an upcoming show that's finally going to come out after like 5 years, but we're still like a month and a half away. We've got the Stranger Things Diggin' Dips candy sticks and dip. So I think this is like fun dip. For my generation, that's what I used to see. Tons and tons of fun dip. Love that stuff. I mean, you got sugar stick with sugar flavored sour mix. How can you go wrong? Hello, welcome to Dad Snacks. We're gonna get to this right now. And I got this at Five Below for like $5. It has 22 packs in it, so I think that's a pretty good deal. There's two different dip flavors. We got cherry and blue raspberry, and then the candy stick is supposedly vanilla. So let's see what we get first, which one we pull out. And we are going with the blue raspberry, and I like how they did like the upside down thing. And then on the back, it's just got the kids on their bicycles. That reminds me of E.T. I gotta be honest with you, compared to the fun dip I used to have as a kid, I think the ratios are better here. You've got your typical dip and stick, which I'll open up here, you can see. And then you've got your dip, and I always remember a fun dip. You'd eat that stick. They just had a couple, I think, it's been a while since I've had it, but I think they had, stick like this, but a couple of them, and then they had like 3 different dips. But let's give it a try. And of course, you gotta get this wet and then dip it in. Well, yeah, it does taste vanilla. That's good. All right, there we go. Yeah, as expected, it's sour, sweet. Definitely complements the vanilla sweetness here with a little bit of that blue raspberry tart. However, I'm trying to see if I'm actually getting blue raspberry flavor. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I don't know, for me, a blue raspberry is got a little more sweetness on it, and I know this vanilla stick can only do so much. But it definitely has that tartness of a blue raspberry. All right, let's see if we can grab a cherry one in here. I'm gonna reach from the back and see if there's cherry on. Oh, yep, that's what it is. So there you go. Again, upside down. Same thing on the back. All right, let's get this open. A little bit of it poofed out of there, if you saw that. I didn't notice this on the other one. It says Stranger Things on there. That's kind of cool. Nice dip. Okay, yeah, that's better. I actually like this a lot better. That cherry, and I like tart cherry anyway, but there is a little bit of sweetness, and it's not just from the stick here, and I think this does a better job of giving you that fruit profile it's going for. Definitely prefer the cherry. Oh yeah. Oh, and this one actually has a little more sour tart. I don't know if I just didn't get the crystalline that was tart, but it really hit me right back here, so I like this one a lot. Another thing I noticed with this, I don't know if you can see, but there's like a plastic film in here. And when I was a kid, I could never eat the whole fun dip in one sitting. And I always put it back in the package, but obviously it's got to dry and everything. That's sticking to the paper. But I think with this plastic, if you're just done and want to put it away for a little while, it should be real easy to remove and you're not getting bits of paper on there. I gotta say, I'm a fan of these. This is really good. All in all, these are great. They were very well thought through. As I said, I like the ratio between the dipping stick and the dip. I like the little pocket for the candy stick, so you can use it later. I think the price was awesome, 22 packs for $5. This is a winner. And normally these gimmicky like theme things don't turn out to be super great. It's like they just take a random product and slap it on. But as I said, these were original. They did a really good job with this, considering there is nostalgia with Fun Dip, and they really jumped into it. And I kind of like the fact that they did that as well too, considering the time that Stranger Things is set in. This really takes it back to the 80s for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a great score. I think for the whole package, I'll go 9.2. This cherry, I'll go 9.3. And the blue raspberry, I'm gonna go ahead and go 8.8. I think this is a great treat for your kids. As I said, those of us who grew up with the Fun Dip, this is a great nostalgia thing. I'm gonna take some of these, I might even go buy more and put them in my candy bowl for trick-or-treaters when they come around on Halloween. So if you're in my neighborhood, walk in, you might actually get one of these. I gotta give them clout for going out there and creating a nostalgia candy, rebranding it in a way that makes sense. And considering Stranger Things is set in the 80s, that's what I remember these from. This was a really good marketing job. So with that said, I know these have been out for months, despite us still not having a next episode of Stranger Things. So have you tried this? If you have, let us know in the comments. Or is this something you would pick up? Or let me know if you remember Fun Dip from back in the days, and if there's any other nostalgia candy out there you'd like me to try. And if you're not following me, make sure you smash that follow button and hit that like. I review snacks like this every day and would love to have you on this snacks journey. But that's gonna do it for me today. Until my next snack, cheers. Thank y'all.